The Grizzlies look to take charge at the FedEx Forum, and we're going to bring it to you live from Memphis, Tennessee. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me at the table, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we've also got Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. For the Grizzlies, their last game, a win against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
And the mental game you talk about, a lot comes down to coaching, having your players focused.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. GA, there is a lot to like about the game of Stephon Castle.
His size, playmaking, defensive intensity. I guess the question, is there that one thing that he can do at an elite level? That will be a crucial step if he's to become a star.
Here's Castle. No good on the 3. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. I was able to talk with the head coach of the Grizzlies for just a minute. He had a list of concerns coming in tonight, not the least of which was matching up with De'Aaron Fox. He said it's not just the speed, though that obviously is an issue. It's that Fox has also become so good at dictating tempo and getting you to play his style. That's something they can't allow. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks.
Oh, wow. Okay, job turning it loose. Someone throw that man some water.
Fox, the bounce pass. Six to shoot. Floats it up for Wembanyama. Hammers the alley-oop through.
The perfect lob partner, Wembanyama, with elite hand-eye coordination.
Morant right side. And Bamba pulls it down.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. San Antonio with the ball. Here's Vassell. In his young career, Richard, we've seen Devin Vassell really blossom as a two-way talent.
He's a talented player, but I think there's still another level that he can reach, and he needs to continue to grow as a playmaker to get there. Such an important part of this team. Vassell, a great athlete who can guard multiple positions on the court. That's so valuable.
Pass to Avdia. Morant outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's his first foul.
And that's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right after the other.
Here's Fox. Makes it off the glass. Fox has got his second bucket tonight.
The defense comes at Fox hard, but he's ready for it. He knows how to stay agile and nimble inside.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Grizzlies trail by 4. Pass to Jackson. Back to Abdia. Wembanyama down low. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Here's Bridges. Will it go? Bridges double team. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking them.
Back to Fox. Clock at 6. To the paint. Here's Bamba. Misses from short range. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. 6-point game. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And Richard, when it comes to Jaren Jackson, there's a lot to appreciate. My goodness.
Oh, I love that he can guard 1 through 5. Really a modern defensive NBA big man. He can go back to the basket or he can face up. He doesn't need the ball to make a huge impact.
Here's Wembanyama. Got a piece of it. Wembanyama, a screen. Here's Fox, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And you know, De'Aaron Fox, he has become, RJ, I think, almost impossible to defend.
Yeah, he's always had great speed, so defenders would sag off of him. But now that he has that step-back 3, so you have to play up, and that's what he wants you to do.
Down low. Fires from 14. Good on the jump shot. Jackson's got 5 now.
With a versatile offensive skill set, Jackson has shown the ability to do damage in the mid-range.
Wembanyama gets the bucket.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now, here's Avdia. Still yet to score. To the middle. With the floater. Bamba with the block.
The main thing you get with Bamba, imposing defender, shot blocker, alters everything in the paint.
They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Bridges deciding where to go with it. Now Kennard. Bridges, no one around him. Sinks it from just inside the baseline.
A major threat from the mid-range. You can't allow Bridges to get comfortable from there.
Here's Fox. Pass to Bamba. Vassell outside. And here is Fox. Here's Wembanyama. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Substitution on the court.
The 3 from Morant. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's the Spurs leading by 5. And the second.
The visiting team, 14.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here. What do you think they've been doing or not doing?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Mark said, "I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me." Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you. To the inside. And now the Grizzlies. Fast break. Bridges left side. Pass to Hart. Clock at 4. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Well, we've seen this a few times, Richard. Players getting booed at home. And that's got to be painful for a player.
You get taken back a little bit. For some players, it's deserved, but it's always a surprise. But you have to be self-aware. Did you deserve to get booed? In most cases, it's true. One of the best passers of all time. Paul relishes setting the pace and finding his open teammates.
There's the try.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Pass to Sohan. Ball right side. There's the screen. Right wing. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. Off target from three-point range. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Now, here's Bridges. Lays it up off the glass. Huff's got his first bucket of the night.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Substitution on the court.
And it's Paul with the ball for San Antonio. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. And their road trip is only getting started as that's the second of 6 for them. Pass to Mamu Kelishvili. Just 5 to shoot. Kicks it out to Paul. For 3. Drills it from outside.
3.
Paul's got his first 3 points of the game.
From deep. Paul doesn't hold back on pulling the trigger, especially when he sees the chance.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Back to Paul. Paul is doubled. Rob. And here's the fast break. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Here's Mamu Kelishvili. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep, and he'll shoot 2 at the line. R.J. Morant has always had unquestionable talent. Now it's a question of, can he focus on his game?
And you hope he had his wake-up call. Still one of the most exciting players in the game. His burst and bounce were one of a kind.
Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
Here's Fox. Oh, Wembanyama, too easy.
Does Wemby even need to jump to dunk? No. Must be nice.
Pass to Avdia. Inside. Here's Heaney. Comes up empty down low. San Antonio trailing here. It's Fox with the drive. Can't connect from short range. And stolen by Vassell. 1:41 left to play here in the half. Bamba sets a screen, and he lobs it up toward the rim. No good there.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
And leave it up to Morant to put on a show. What a spectacular dunk.
Outside, Avdia. Pass to McBride. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Avdia. Rebounded by the Spurs. Here's Castle. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. Castle's got his first 2 points of the night. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2 for 1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Morant left side. There's a screen. Pass to Hart. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. Here's Fox. Drops in the layup for 2. Fox has got 8.
He is a rare one who's more comfortable inside. Fox, look, his game is about attacking, getting in close, not necessarily making a ton of threes.
The shot from the low post is good. Fox has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Spurs lead by 3. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Paul surveying the floor. Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. No good on the triple. The Grizzlies trailed by 3. Morant outside. To the inside. Jackson. Good. And a nice assist from Morant. 7 points for Jaren Jackson.
And he's no stranger to contact inside. Love watching Jackson bully his way through aggressive defense.
Here's the screen. Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. Count it. Mamu Kalashvili, he has got his second basket of the night.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And you look at the Grizzlies' defense the last few years, RJ extremely disruptive.
Yeah, they've been top of the league in steals and blocks. That's just a part of the DNA in Memphis. It can be exhausting playing against guys like this.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus. Pass to Branham. Back to Paul. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Mamu Kalashvili.
You don't win Defensive Player of the Year unless you're extremely disruptive. Jackson was all over that.
Morant with it. To the middle. Here's Edie. And another turnover here by Memphis. And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Paul outside. To the left side wing. Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. Here's Branham. Here's Sohan. Takes it inside. Avdia with a defensive effort.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And Morant throws it down.
I don't know, but it seems like Morant's got springs or something in his shoes.
Here's Paul. Over to the wing. San Antonio again missing. The Grizzlies trailed by 3. They set the screen. Edey gets the bucket.
Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
Ball outside. His 3-pointers off the mark. And Morant's got the ball here for the Grizzlies. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half.
Forget the long-range shots. Ja wants to challenge you down low.
He's made 1 and this one so far in the game.
An 85% shooter there, and they've been able to count on him hitting his shots from the line.
Normally he sinks all of his free throws. The defense got lucky there.
Richard, during his rookie year, Victor Wembanyama had a game with 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 blocks, and 5 made threes, a 5-by-5 for the ages.
That was the first time someone put up those numbers in NBA history. Wemby is going to continue to do things we have never seen before.
And the rejection by Wembanyama. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Here's Fox. He's got 12. Pass to Bamba. Back to Fox. Vassell outside. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
1:44 left in the third. Bridges inside. Jackson has the open look. And another miss by Memphis. San Antonio leading by 4. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
We've got 1:28 left to play in the third. Vassell outside.
The work ethic of Bridges is really special. You see it on the defensive end of the floor especially.
Outside for Jackson. Launches it. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
The wide open look here for Fox. Trains the 3-pointer. Fox has got the lead up to 7 now for San Antonio.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
Up top, Morant. He's got 9. Shot clock at 6. Trying to end the drought. Hurt. The shot that time, not on target. Nice defense by Vassell. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock.
We've seen Fox take over games before. Only takes a few shots to go, and then this man is feeling it.
The Grizzlies with another miss. Spurs leading by 9. Takes the 3. Bridges with the board. Now here's Morant. Pass to Huff. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Huff's got his second bucket. 3-pointer, Fox. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And we've reached the end of the third. It's San Antonio up.
All right.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The Grizzlies trail by 7. McBride with the ball. Back to Bridges. 6 to shoot. Can't cash in from close range. Here's Castle. Vassell wide open. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And so it's Memphis with it. When this game is done, they'll be off to take on the Raptors. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And the Spurs with possession. Pass to Castle. No good with the triple.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Bridges up top. Left side Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Stolen by Bamba. Knocked loose. And here is Hart. Going inside.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
During that break, Greg Popovich really had some strong advice for his team. Now, he heaped praise on the defense. He said, the pressure's great. I love it. Keep making them make mistakes, guys. It's working. He thinks they're on the right track here. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Richard, you talk about the fastest players in the league. De'Aaron Fox is in the running. And I say that literally.
Kevin, he is at his best when he is attacking the lane. He's a lefty that is a tremendous finisher. And his floater, arguably, might be the best in the game.
Pass to Huff. To the paint. Here's Wembanyama. Back to Fox. Wembanyama, a screen. Here's Castle. No good from outside.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Pass to Avdia. Outside for Jackson. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Hart. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
And he gets the bucket. 10 points for Victor Wembanyama.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
Here's Avdia. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And one other thing they have done well has been scoring in transition, looking to run whenever they can.
Bamba's shot is off.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
The Grizzlies trail by 5. Morant outside. A three-pointer, no good. In transition, here comes San Antonio. And the dunk by Bamba.
And just throw it up there. I mean, Bamba, as long as you time the pass right, he's going to flush that one down.
Down low. Here's Jackson. San Antonio with the rebound. Got a piece of it. Bridges with the steal. Here's Morant. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It goes on Mohamed Bamba.
Get this man the ball, and he will make something happen. Morant rises to the occasion. Man.
Getting it done at the line as he usually does. And that could be huge in a tight game like this one.
Here's Fox. Outside for Wembanyama. To the inside. Bridges. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
They needed that hoop from Bridges, and he delivered.
Pass to Bamba. Back to Fox. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Fox has got 21.
That is a huge shot by the lefty, and Fox is proving that he can be the go-to guy when his team needs a bucket.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. Both free throws good from Morant.
And now you're in a great position thanks to those clutch free throws. One possession game now.
Outside, Fox. .122 left in the fourth quarter. Bamba's shot is off. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Pass to Edey. Back to Jackson. Here's Edey. 5 on the clock. Outside for Jackson. It's stolen by Wembanyama. And there's a whistle. That goes on Zach Edey. That'll be his second foul of the game. 56 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Wembanyama outside. Back to Fox. The Grizzlies pull it in. Jackson with it. Bamba picks him up. Back to Bridges. Memphis moving it around. Here's Edey. Got it. A huge shot to tie it up.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Pass to Bamba. Back to Fox. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Clock at 6. And it's Vassell in the corner. Here's Bamba. Oh, missed it. The Grizzlies call timeout. Now here's Morant for 3. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. Live from the FedEx Forum. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. Here we go. Now Fox. Pass to Vassell. Now Wembanyama. Bridges with the steal. Here's Edey. Back to Morant. And stolen by Vassell. Here's Fox. And he converts the layup. 23 points for De'Aaron Fox.
So difficult trying to keep pace with Fox, especially when this man is on a break.
Ooh, put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Pass to Wembanyama. And the wide open shot from Avdia. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Here's Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
It's the speed of De'Aaron Fox that is just so tough to match.
Here's Jackson. And Bamba pulls it down. San Antonio leading. To the right side. Here's Castle. Connects from three-point range.
That's a confident shot right there by the rookie. Castle wants to keep improving that part of his game.
Here's Morant. Another shot. Bridges for three. And the three ball is good.
ICE. Ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Pass to Wembanyama. Back to Fox. Six on the shot clock. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. KD picks one up.
You've got to master little moves like that to be a complete offensive player. Fox has them pumping. Yeah, he's got that figured out.
And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
And I don't need to tell you guys, those free throws are big two-possession game.
The three. Now here's Morant. Outside for Jackson. From outside, off the mark.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shot selection.
And the dunk by Bamba.
And how about the 9'6" standing reach Bamba has? I mean, it's unguardable this close. Dunks it with such ease.
Outside Jackson. Outside Avdia. Off target from outside.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
Shooting for the away team.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Pass to Morant. It's good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. On offense, here are the Spurs. Count that one.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. We've got 13 seconds left in the first overtime. What's your take, guys?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
With timeouts, it's use them or lose them. So why not go down fighting?
Give yourself a round of applause.
On the wing, Jackson. And stolen by Wembanyama.
And guys, overtime not nearly as competitive as regulation. They'd used up all their energy just getting it to overtime. And guys, overtime not nearly as competitive as regulation. They'd used up all their energy just getting it to overtime.
And so it's the Spurs with the win. They escaped with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. I mean, both teams, I felt like, gave it their all. But when it came to OT, it was just all about sheer determination on their part.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.